I'm just kidding. So we're not going to go live stream because people are little bitches and they complain about stupid shit. And we're not going to let them. We're just going to record, do what the fuck we want to do. And then the video space will have the video. And that's it.
Okay, so we're not streaming at all. We're just doing video space.
We're just recording it, and because we're going to repurpose it anyway, and that's what it was for in the beginning. I would just rather take away any little ability for anybody to cry. You know?
Oh, why? Because they don't like the delay?
The audio issue with speakers and bullshit like that.
A them problem.
Not an us problem.
That's a choosing poor problem.
Okay, everybody mute your tabs so you can't hear each other. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye. I miss you all.
Oh, shoot. I forgot something important.
Jack, come back. Jack.
Whoa.
Who's hosting that?
Ow. I almost tripped and slammed my face on the wall. I'm not working.
What? Better hit the button.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot.
I hit the button.
I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot.
I just invited like 8 co-hosts. I don't know how that works.
I'm nice with the flow, just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect him. I made the call it with just like I'm repping. I know we left you, now we back together, but I guess that is better now. Later than never, like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all quit asking when. Me and my wife gonna have some kids. Right now we just practicing. Practicing. Teacher said quit rapping, man. That gon' hurt my average. I said thank God I ain't average. Yeah, I'm a bright young man. Kill the GPA and the BPM. Look, we on. So say what you say, cause that's A with Lecrae. From the A train to the A, I'm coming in hot. I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot.
Is it even real that you get in trouble if you play the whole song? I'm not sure I believe that.
Not convinced.
No fucking shot. No fucking shot.
I'm not convinced on spaces, but I know on posts. Like, who the hell is actually coming through and listening to our damn spaces? Let's be honest.
Nobody's listening to our boys' asses. That's for damn sure.
No. Hey, Mr. Sansa, with your soundboard, do you have your Espresso Shot song queued up, ready to go? Do you have a button?
I do have the button. I'm going to press it now. Okay.
Push it.
It's Dan the Lost Boy.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Espresso Shot.
Stop it, drop it. It's time for Espresso Shot. Knocking. Brew it up and get it hot. Top it, notch. We talking till the kettle pop. Nah, stop it. Alpha, we gon' set it off. Brew me up a double shot. Espresso Shot is on the clock. Twitter spaces every day. Let it play, you better not. Conversations everywhere. Get on stage, it never stops. Learn a little, laugh a little. Metas change, so get on top. Web3, NFTs, learn things you never thought. Farming in the garden, got some news, I wanna set it up. Do your research, don't get hurt, invest, don't buy the top. Protect your neck, don't get wrecked, vet, first connect the dots. Price action, we not acting, Espresso Shot. Get working, we networking, Espresso Shot. Hot one with shotgun, Espresso Shot. The host with the most, sounds about to give it all he's got. Stop it, drop it's time for Espresso Shot. Knocking, brew it up and get it hot. Top it, notch. We talking till the kettle pop. Nah, stop it. Alpha, we gon' set it off. Brew me up a double shot. Espresso Shot is on the clock. Twitter spaces every day. Let it play, you better not. Conversations everywhere. Get on stage, it never stops. Learn a little, laugh a little. Metas change, so get on top. Press play every day. Follow to the Java spot. GM with my friends, transforming like the auto bottle. Bottom to the top, we gon' spread it like a lot of sauce. Green candles, red wicks, one of these Price action, we not acting. Espresso shot. Get working, we networking. Espresso shot. Hot one with shotgun. Espresso shot. The host with the most. Sons are dropping that espresso shot.
Can this MFR?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Espresso Shot, your favorite late morning show on the East Coast, where you love to learn a little bit, laugh a little bit, maybe even cry a little bit. Hopefully, tears of joy, not tears of sadness. You guys already know the vibes. Today's gonna be a little bit different though, because we hitting that podcast format type shit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're about to find out today. 1 hour, power hour, straight through, one and done. It's Friday. We're either talking recaps. We're having Chris lead the conversation a little bit. We're gonna have some content to clip, all that good stuff. We're gonna talk about maybe some travel stuff. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So go ahead and repost the space, bottom right hand corner, if you haven't already. For some reason, I've been getting the plus sign at the bottom right hand corner. If that's happening for you, just go ahead and go to the top of the Jumbotron, go straight there and repost the space through there. We can use the help with the discoverability, especially since we just started hosting from the house account a little bit more, really taking advantage of that gold check mark. So go ahead, repost, top of the Jumbotron, comment any questions you have as we go through. Bookmark it. We got Daila coming through. I sent her the StreamYard link. Hopefully she's able to come up. But we're going to go straight through 1 hour. Let's get it done. Chris, my man, how we doing today?
Better now, because look who I saw sitting in the background. I didn't even know. Look at her. Oh,
Look at that.
We can't
here's
hear
the thing.
her.
We have
Oh,
not
yeah.
properly onboarded Daila to podcast
My bad.
space video things. My friend, we need you in the space. That's where everyone's going to hear you.
Yeah.
Because I've got all the things muted here, so I won't see you. So when Daila gets on the space, we're
All
going to
right.
bring her up, and she's going to talk. It's going to be fantastic. You're all going to hear from her. It's going to be a
Y'all
good time.
Wait, now I can't hear.
Can I just say, y'all did her dirty. You didn't even tell her how to
pretty bad.
do all this, and you're like, "Come on!"
Yeah,
you didn't
nothing.
even say anything.
threw in the deep end.
She just said she can't hear us. Hold on.
I
Daila, go on
specifically
Spaces.
told Sansa that I need people that are going to come on board to help us with social media that don't work for him. They work for me because I'm not nearly as nice as he is. So I'll just throw you in the deep end, see if you're going to drown. And then, then we at least know where we're at.
Well, girl's drowning.
So-
Can somebody throw her a lifeline? Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
Hold
it
on.
is probably pretty weird. She just sees all our faces moving, but we're not saying anything in her ears. That's pretty messed up.
So this is the most like impromptu prep that we've ever done live on podcast, because this is bullish to me because no one else is doing it, so no one knows how the process usually is. We are setting that process as we speak. That's what I'm seeing. So if you guys haven't already, let's go ahead and repost. Go to
Can
the
you guys
top of
hear-
the
can you guys
Jumbotron.
hear
Let's
me?
do that again. We'll set up Daila as she comes through on Spaces. We're gonna get through this a little bit more. Shotgun, is Shotgun here? No, he's not here yet, but he's here in the Spaces.
He's here in the space.
Shotgun.
Did anybody send him an invite? And also, Big Note keeps turning down co-host. He keeps just fading it. We should actually have the newest influencer in the Espresso Shot community be co-host because he's got more numbers than everybody else.
No,
Yeah, you should invite him up. You should invite him up.
Did you see the
But-
defeat in his face?
I just brought Big Neil up. What? Wait, Daila says she's trying to hop into Spaces, but it won't let me. I see her. I'm inviting her to speak. Hold on. Man, this is the most impromptu prep for real. But I don't know if anyone's been keeping up with this. But Chris, did you send Shotgun the co-host invite?
I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting here. You know how it is when
was
you're
me
when you're
in the
hosting
co-host invite.
and you've got all of the buttons to push, and these are my fingers. This is an absolute. It's a circus. It's okay.
listen, I
I
was in
love
my
the
DMs
circus.
twice, and so I got booted because of that. Okay, so I will stay out of my DMs. I was sending invites for individuals to be here, so let me stay out of my DMs now. Yeah, watched it. Yeah, he doesn't have any friends besides the people that are in the space, so it's stupid anyway. So you can resend me the invite, resend the Shotgun the invite, whatever works, and then we'll be good to go now. I'll stay clean on the DMs.
I want to hear from Daila now. Daila, can you unmute on the space? Can you hear us? Does it work? Come on.
Hold on.
She said 1 second. This is like charades. We hear you.
Yeah, you
You
good.
did it. We did it.
Yeah. So
We're
Daila,
brilliant.
the only thing you need to do is mute the tab on StreamYard itself, so you don't get the double audio. And then that way, all you have to do is unmute on Spaces whenever you want to talk. And we're using the StreamYard to just show all of our beautiful faces. Well, mostly you and Josie. No, you're good.
But we are gonna unmute you on StreamYard, just like even though the tab is muted, your mic should not be muted because we're recording this. And for the people that are like Tails, that are like, I don't like that I can't hear the speaker. Yeah, well, you don't get the live stream experience today. We're recording this for us, not for you. We're gonna turn it into content. It's gonna be beautiful.
In other words, he's saying, "Shut the fuck up, Tails. We don't care about
Shut
your
the
opinion."
Fuck up, Tails. Yeah.
Wait, so mute it.
You're
Don't
good.
mute it?
You're perfect right now.
You're
Just
good.
be Daila, hanging out with your homies, and that's gonna work. That's what
fine.
we need. That's what
fine.
we need.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
to set the stage a little bit here, I did send some other invites out to other creator friends. We're gonna talk about content creation, but I want to talk about some real shit today. Because like
Real shit.
yesterday, I showed up to IRL Alpha and we like completely rewired this whole new studio. We did all these things. There's a content house on the property. It's like a whole new game. And I haven't even told the Espresso Shot team about a lot of this stuff. Because I was sitting on the couch having a conversation during IRL Alpha, and the guy looks over at me. He's like, "Oh, I'm the property guy that like rents the property to people." And we're sitting here talking about having a content house in LA. He's the guy that we're going to talk to. I was like, okay, there's something here. Something's cooking. But we also have Daila. I do want to hear, she's been posting up all this content nonstop. Do content creators in the space actually make content? Because I know Daila does. But I'd love to hear about it. What's up with the videos lately?
Wait,
She's muted.
Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun.
unmute
with
yourself on Spaces now.
Am I muted now? I
You're
unmuted.
good. You're good.
Can we fucking hear
Gotcha.
me now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I just started my own live podcast on Mondays, and that's Run It Back with Daila. And that's 3 p.m. EST. And it's a lot of fun. It's the first time I've ever really ventured into regular podcasting. I've done like little quick things like a while ago just with communities when they were like doing I remember when non-conducts were doing like duck races, but this is the first time I've done like a show format and I'm having a blast with it. I was just on SMS's live earlier today, so it's kind of like baptism by fire, and I'm just getting out there and getting as much experience as possible because it's nerve-wracking. Like my whole social anxietyness is going bonkers every time, like for the couple hours beforehand. But fuck it, we ball,
That's
right?
right. That's right. And honestly, like I want to give some flowers just to the room as well, because these guys all do videos. She's been doing dancing videos. Like I kind of feel like if you're gonna do dancing videos, you're kind of throwing yourself out there like all the way. But Nil,
Yeah, my
dude,
cringy
I watched
ass
this guy's
dancing videos, you mean?
No, they're the best. I just love that now there's no gorilla mask, but you should, bring it back here and there too, just because it's fun. But Nil,
Josie, I have to let you know that Josie has actually inspired me to make more video
Hell yeah.
content. I was off of it for a while, honestly. Like I was kind of just like, it was just kind of like a mood, like on the timeline. Josie's content has really kind of motivated me again and like remember what's fun about making content. So I really have to thank you for that because it's helped me be like, you know what, like that's what it's all about. She's having a great time. She looks adorable. So
So
thanks
you're
for being
saying
my
the
muse
gorilla
lately.
mask turned you on, and I should wear it more.
It does. I'm a weirdo. It's something I've addressed with my therapist many times, maybe a couple more times. But
I feel like we should have had a bunch of videos loaded up so that we could just play them right now so people could watch them while we're on the stream. But everybody go look at all of their individual, timelines and watch their videos because like everybody here has been crushing it. I get inspired all the time. I've been making content forever, but like I love when I see Nil smiling, talking to the video. Like you can't not like him. I actually, I've been telling people this for a long time. When you look into the camera and you're smiling and you're just talking and you feel like you're somebody's friend that's just reaching out and telling you good stuff, you're watching that video and you are fucking smiling. No shot unless you are some kind of a psychopath watching Neil's video. No chance you're not smiling.
Oh, shit,
Same thing.
Sansa.
Sansa's making these silly ass faces, but like this is it. I challenged them to do 40-second video the other day. How was that, man?
It was good. It was good. I was actually surprised because what I did a couple of new things. For 2 weeks straight, I did front facing because I wanted to be able to see the time, and also because I wanted to make sure I was on point. But what the problem was I was noticing that my eyes were on me, not on the camera, which makes it a little it's a tiny detail, not a huge detail, but it was enough for me to notice. So I when you said 40 seconds or less, and I was like, bet, let me try. And then on top, I switched it to back camera, so I didn't even know the time that it was at. And I only had to edit like 2 seconds out because of the turning around and like me pressing the button, looking like a boomer, where I'm like, and you know. So like, it ended up being 40 seconds right on the dot, and I was intentional with the delivery. But it was also because the way I'm doing this is I'm trying to do whatever happened to me recently that day or that past week to make it more personable and authentic. And I want to pose a question back because I feel like there's a lot of discussion centered around super edited videos versus the raw takes where even if it's 40 seconds, 90 seconds, whatever, it's different in performance. So it sounds like from what we're talking about right now, all that really matters is as long as it's real and you're personable in some way, that's all it takes. Or do you think there's maybe something to add on to that formula, right? Because if it's super edited and super cool, is that enough? Or is it really more? Obviously, it depends. So this is a pretty loaded question. But I want to get your take on that, Chris.
I mean, I just think at the end of the day right now, it's a trust thing. So it's like if somebody has an over-the-top edited video and
Like
everything's coming in and there's like all these distractions and all that, they literally call it distraction editing. So, for example, if your video sucks, but you throw some gameplay and it's like Subway Surfer going on in the background and there's like some, I don't know, like a fucking car is just zooming around and jumping. Like, I get it that there's like things that you can be watching, but I guarantee you one thing, whatever it is that you're saying and whatever it is that you're sharing about you, you're not like developing some deeper connection with the viewer. They're just hooked in because you're like tricking them into staying. And like, I'm not saying that it's bad, especially if you're selling a product or you're just kind of arbitraging attention. That's great. But like, if you're trying to build a brand, probably talk about some shit you care about and like get them to focus on you, smile at them, you know what I mean? Like get them invested. And that's kind of what I keep giving you guys props for is like, I think it's interesting to watch Sansa's like kind of progression and the whole 40-second thing. This guy was not like, okay, 40 seconds. He was like, what? 40 seconds? How am I going to fit up my long ass monologue in 40 seconds? So I do think that was great. I also think that if you want to really connect with people, just fucking put on a gorilla mask.
Yeah.
It'll do your job.
That. Josie surprised me with that in Paris. She didn't tell me she bought it. And she knocked on the door and she was like, how? With the fucking gorilla mask in my face
The
and
worst
fucking
part
filmed
of
me
that
doing it.
story is I knocked on the wrong door at first. And then I called Sansa and I was like, open the door. And then I figured out, oh shit, I'm knocking on the wrong door. They're about to call security on me and be like, get this gorilla person out of here. And I really would have been in jail.
I had the same experience with Sansa in New York. I got there and then I went out and then I got drunk and I came back at like middle of the night and I didn't remember what our room was. And all I knew is that my roommate was in there sleeping and he's all the way deaf. So like, what are you going to do? You going to pound on the door? Wake up a deaf man? Nope. You're not going to do that.
Fuck me, man.
It was a good time.
Which, by the way, just really quick. Sorry. I just wanted to remind everyone, you can stay unmuted on the spaces because this is going to be a more controlled stage. So anyone who's up here, like Shotgun, has his hand raised. So really quick, let's go to Shotgun. Wait, Shotgun, why are you not in here?
Right.
You're a
I can
you're a
only stand for
50K
so
follower
long.
account. You need to be showing your fucking face, bro.
We're just gonna look at Nil until you get up here. Actually, we're just gonna look at Nil
Nil's
while we go to
eyebrow.
Wajda after Shotgun gets in here.
I'm on my way. I just finished up eating because I don't want to chew, and then I have like people memeing the fuck out of my ass. But yeah, somebody gotta eat, so I can squat and get more views and all that other shit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like
Well,
typical Shotgun, just like prioritizing himself every single time. It's all good though. He's a squat man, so he's got a rep to protect.
Bro, I actually had my hand up because I had a question for Neil. I actually
hit
wanted
me.
to ask him if like being super happy in videos was actually like intentional. Because, like, let's be real. He's like, oh, what's up, Polygon ecosystem? We all know they're down horrendous. But he's like, smile on his face, like, what's good? Like, super pumped. So many integrations, connections, knocking on these doors, all that good shit. Like, pushing purple waves. Like, is that intentional or is that just you?
Dude, like, I hate to be that corny ass dude that just freaking loves this ecosystem, but I just really, really love operating here, man. I'm not really sure what to say besides that. Like, I get my kicks off of like connecting with people on the relationship level. Like that is where I thrive, right? Like I take one-on-one calls with everyone trying to get more info on what we do. I've worked with a ton of creators when I was at Magic Eden, and every single time I get the most like rewards personally off of making sure that they understand that I care as a person, right? So if I can transmit that and transfer that over into my video content, it just happens for me. And most of my stuff is like off the rip. Like I have a thought, I have a feeling. I record and I do like 2 or 3 takes, and I do no cuts on mine. I just really just let it rip, right? And it ends up working. I use AI captions through CapCut, and it takes me like 20, maybe 15 minutes at most, and I just let it have a good time. So when it comes through it, it's just me actually, which is nice, right? It feels natural, and like people on this stage and like a lot of people out there have said like, yo, no, like I can feel your energy, right? And that motivates me, right? That motivates me to just keep being me, which is like a funny thing, right? It shouldn't be hard to be you, but it's breaking through that glass the very first time you do it and realizing like, yo, this isn't high school anymore. Okay, people are not going to make fun of you in the hallway because you did something on YouTube anymore. Okay, like we're actually trying to do cool stuff out here. So just like let us cook and enjoy yourself. And that's what I've been doing, man. So it's been a great time so far.
Now, to be honest, like the way I
Hell yeah.
roast that forehead, it still feels like high school, but that's a solid point.
Dude, I think it's fucked up. I think you
I
honestly,
knew it.
there's a little bit too much that you've been doing on that, and I just feel bad for the guys sometimes. So
Yeah, dude,
I would
dude sucks.
much rather
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all.
I'm
that
leaning
just
into
ease up
it.
a little.
Also, I'm leaning. Have you guys seen how I'm starting and ending my videos? I can't even pick up my computer to do it, or else I'm gonna remove a bunch of wires. But every single time I end a video, I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm leaning
Hey,
into
actually,
it. It's a fun
I want to.
time.
You guys are doing a good job with that. You and Sansa have both been using movement in the beginnings of the video or in the ends of the videos. I'm gonna teach you guys some shit called looping later, where like it literally like somebody will be watching the video and they don't know that it started over again because you actually put the very end of the video at the beginning, and then it just fucking does this weird psychological thing. I want to ask Daila about her blue full ass like going all the way for it outfit and all that, because that is wild how much prep and time goes into that. But before we dive into it, I got to hear from our Godzilla lawyer buddy, because he's just been so patient. He just looks like a patient little dinosaur down there. Hi, Wash.
Hey, how's everyone doing? First, I'll just explain for Shotgun because he doesn't understand. Shotgun, if you grow up in Cleveland, anything you do other than look out your window makes you happy. It just puts a smile on your face because, in comparison, it's bliss. And then also, this question is for Chris. Chris, what do you feel, or what do you think about the strategy of posting videos where you do something horribly wrong and it just creates like this kerfuffle on the timeline where everyone freaks out because your form is just like a 6-year-old giraffe and people freak out? Do you think that's good to ruin your image like that, tarnish your brand? Or do you think it's worth just looking like a jackass and people comment a lot?
No, I like it. Like, I'm here for it. You know how fast those memes popped up? I literally did an immediate search when I saw that, and I was like, guy pooping in the forest. That was the Google search, right? And then I see a little illustration of a dude, and it's like 3 different ways that you can poop in the forest. And then I posted that in the group chat, and in seconds there was Shotgun's face plastered on top of that little meme, and I'm just like, yeah, let's.
I
so
take
here-
credit
this
for
is
that
actually-
edit. It was amazing. Thank you, Chris. And I
That's
was like, I know
beautiful.
exactly
It's
what to do.
So here is a thing that a lot of like, I don't know why it's not that it's not as fun for me, but when I watch social media, like I don't think I see what you guys see. I see like the creators thing, like not as the consumer, but as the guy that made it. I'm like, oh, I see how they did that, blah, blah, blah. It kind of takes some of the fun out of it a little bit. But one of my favorite things and big respect when I see it is when people fuck with their audience super intentionally, but they don't let them know that they're fucking with them, because the chat blows up, like the responses, the comments, all that stuff. And they'll intentionally do things wrong. So I don't know with like fitness videos how that would work. Because, you know,
Yeah, I just want to welcome
It's
everybody
true.
really quickly to the Espresso Squat. We're here
Yeah.
every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for all of your exercising needs to ensure that you feel confident in progressing forward and not just being a degen that sits in a chair all day long. That's our main goal here. And how can you fucking fade 1 million views, baby? You're telling me that a video that Shotgun just threw up there because he was like, yeah, this is what my grind's about, is getting 1 million views and people are all like, Pons is reposting it. Like, dude, wins, W's. Ain't no bad press out here. Let's just keep winning with our squad. Like, I'm bullish.
Yeah.
Whatever it
Dude,
takes.
It's actually hilarious how Shotgun literally targeted and actually targeted successfully crypto gym bro Twitter. I had no idea. I mean, I didn't think that many people would jump because we have this stigma like no one cares about fitness and health in Web3, right? I've hosted a ton of health spaces. One space popped off, and that was only because K Money showed up when it was a bigger deal back then to have bigger accounts show up, and it was like 100 people. But that was like the only space, and you could clearly define why. And like Shill and Billin reposted and memed us like, why the fuck are these people talking about health in Web3? No one gives a shit about this. You know, talking about fucking French fries and milkshake or whatever. So, but like, and then you know you got fucking Shotgun who's doing the swaths and shit the way he is. And everyone's just like, this is not the correct form. He's going to break his back. And here we are, 1 million views later. And here we are with Shotgun with almost more than double the account of fucking Bonnet.
Crypto gym bros are by far the most fragile and easily
It's crazy.
triggered demographic in the space. And I say that with all the love in my heart, but oh my God, they love to pick each other apart. And it's just like ravenous. Yeah, if I were you, Shotgun, I would do as much bad gym content as humanly possible.
Oh my God, yeah.
That would completely implode the space, and all the gym bros will explode.
Yeah, I'm coming for them chest presses. I'm coming for the pull-ups. And the funniest part about it is that 90% of the people roasting are actually Milady PFPs. I was like, yo, I didn't even know these motherfuckers worked out. Like, no pun intended to the Milady community, but I didn't even know these motherfuckers worked out. But, you know, like, what I think is funny, like, all the people quote tweeting, and they're like, oh my God, you're not going to delete? I'm like, bro, try harder. Like, what the fuck? 1 million? That's like, bro. I don't even have 1 million people in my city. My city is small as fuck. Like, y'all better try harder, bro. What the fuck?
I think like people also forget like Shotgun is like he's an athlete. He's like 6'4", Division III basketball guy. Like he's okay, guys. Like he's been doing this shit for a while. It also takes a lot.
I got roasted my entire life for free, bro.
Yeah,
now
right,
I'm
like-
getting money for it. Like keep
Right.
going. Like,
It also takes a lot. It takes a lot to get that 6'4" ass anywhere close to the grass. Okay, so let's give the man some breaks here. He's been going up for rebounds his entire life. Just because one time we miss him in a squat back video doesn't mean he's like a shit athlete. I was like, yo, like, can we pump the brakes? Like my homie's built different. I mean, we have.
I love the squat gun content, man. I love squat gun.
Squatgun is crazy.
Squatgun.
Yo, that's a good picker though. Not gonna lie.
Oh, $sign squat
you
gun.
guys-
We could make
Oh
that
my
happen.
God.
My cheeks hurt. This is good. I know we're gonna go to Benny next, but I did say I actually want to hear about Daila's experience, because if you haven't seen what's the fucking Sonic whatever 27 names Inu 10 thing.
The Scroto, yeah, the Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. meme. Just say ticker Bitcoin. It's so much
Nice.
easier. Even I still screw it up sometimes. But yeah, the just like demented Sproto character that I did with my blue wig and crazy ass face paint. Let me tell you, it is a whole mental state like to put myself into that. Like between putting the makeup on and like I just like I zone out. I don't look at any like social media or anything. I'm just like I got to stay into this character to be able to like execute what I want to because I want it to like come across on the video as just like this complete like somebody blinders on like this is all that matters. But yeah, it's the only thing more fun than making that content is the reactions from people who are like, especially the first time was like, are you okay? Like, is this a cry for help? Like, is this like a breakdown that you're having? Like, why are you? And nobody was doing meme content when I started doing that, so it could look completely insane. I'm like, no, it's the acting, but nobody's buying that, and they thought it's full of bullshit, and they're like, that's kind of just too much. But once I, kind of finished the story arc of it, it made a little more sense. But man, let me tell you, my bathroom tile was very blue for a long time. I have like white bathroom tile. Man, I should have done content on just cleaning that shit. Me and tears being like, my bag is not big enough for this shit.
Now, how were your comments on that? Like as you were because you posted it on a bunch of places, right? Or just X?
Just X. That's been my platform, honestly. And I might have posted. No, I didn't post it even on TikTok really because it didn't get read very well. But on X, it just went crazy. The engagement was insane. I still to this day see like little clips of it or whatever, and people like mashed it up and made memes or cut out stickers, and then I see myself on stickers on all much weirder memes. But I feel like when it's something that makes you uncomfortable in any kind of way, whether it's you doing something, wrong, or whether just doing something that like a character makes people uncomfortable, that's the best kind of content to have because whether they like it or not, they're talking about it. And ultimately, that's what you want. Okay, start the conversation. Cool. That wasn't, like sitting right with you. Why? Now what's going on? It starts this whole conversation. And like Nil said, there's no such thing as bad press. You get out there and you do something that's just left of center and not expected on the timeline. That's the best way to really get people's attention. Like screw saying, oh my gosh, I've got to do this just for the algo. Do something out of the box and you'll see that whole engagement arc be like, oh my gosh, this is worth talking about because I don't see it anywhere else.
Yeah, I will say one thing. I do slightly disagree with the bad press thing. I don't disagree that there is no such thing as bad press. I only say that in the sense of if it's consistently bad press, and what I mean by that is like if we look at the case of, I keep using him as an example because he's a very obvious example. Shell and Villain was consistently bad press, 3 to 4 spaces a day for months, and now where is he? Right, like, and I'm not saying that again, not in a bad way, because I think he still did a lot for Spaces hosts and Spaces hosts realize in a good way. It's just as a whole, when people think of him, their perception of him is almost usually negative. And so like that's the only thing that I would just slightly alter, I guess, if you could.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree. Like when you build a presence on negativity, that's going to backfire 10 times out of 10. I actually talked to him directly about it because if I have something to say, I'd much rather say it directly to the person than to talk about it on the timeline. And I said, listen, I respect the fact that you're really super active, but I don't disrespect the way that you cultivate an audience. And I don't want to be a part of it. I don't think that engaging people and arguing consistently is healthy, either for you or for the audience. And he was actually very gracious when I messaged him one-on-one about it. And he was like, I appreciate you just telling me straight up. And I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. But it sucks because while he was gracious on the back end, he's building on the front end is very contentious, and it was great numbers in the spaces, right? Everybody wanted to see the argument. But now he's at a place where he wants to be taken seriously in communities, and that's really hurt the credibility. And no matter how long you want to stay in this space, and no matter how much commitment you have to staying, that stigma will stick with you. And it's a very unforgiving space when it comes to things like that. So I definitely agree with that. When you when you build your entire reputation on bad press, or like that's kind of like the angle you want to go, yeah, that's not going to work, because ultimately it's not being a real genuine person,
Yeah.
and that's never
Yeah.
It's a
sustainable.
good point. I actually want to throw it over to Squatgun and see, are you ready to always have that reputation? Are you ready?
Oh, I mean, fuck yeah. Like, all it takes is me to take unedited videos.
Okay.
Cause, like, to be honest, like, I've been working on educational content for so long, and Benny, don't worry, I see you. I'll go to you right after. But, like, bro, like, those videos that, like, Jen do, like, those take fucking work. Like, you know, I do videos way less edited, and they take me fucking work, you know? And I do threads, like, they also take time. Like, all these things, they take time. I recorded a raw fucking video in the gym, like, no edits, no thinking, no anything, just, you know, let's fuck around and find out. Let's see if it sticks. That shit went crazy. Like, if all it takes, bro, exactly, not even porn.
Bro.
I don't even need to be like, whoa, have me a big ass forehead and, you know, pretend like I'm trying. I just gotta be a bozo on the fucking gym, and I win. It's literally that easy. So, yeah, bro, I'm ready. If all it takes is for me to record a daily video of like 10 seconds in the gym, that's way too easy. But I actually wanted to ask Daila, because I feel like whenever you have a post that like goes really like beyond your expectations, like it really like gets a lot of views, it's kind of like you said, it kickstarts the conversation both for the positive and both for the negative. And especially when it comes to the negative, these people know how to be mean, right? Like, some people really say some fucked up shit, and I kind of wanted to ask you, how do you react from it? Because, like, for me, for a long time, I was looking at these quote tweets. I was like, damn, like that's fucking harsh. Like, because in my mind, I'm like, bro, I would never watch somebody else's video and feel the urge to post something saying something that fucked up. It's not that I mind. I don't give a fuck. I've been roasted way harder in IRL, but it's like, I would never be that mad over a 10-second video of a dude squatting the wrong way. But anyways, I just wanted to get your thoughts on how you react when you see those really fucked up comments.
I'm a little bitch. I cry about it. No, I don't, not at all. I see comments like that, like the really fucked up comments, and I didn't even get horrible comments just on that. I can post anything, and people will say just rude, nasty things, and I see it as I don't see them as real people. I see it as an engagement tactic, and I see it as an act. So if somebody's trolling me, I'm like, okay, I'm an account with, significantly more following than them. They're going to get engagement off this. And the best way to get engagement for somebody is to piss them off, right? Like, they're going to set me off, and I'm going to argue with them, and now we're going to have an exchange. That shit don't work with me. Like, it's just, I grew up Hispanic. I have pretty thick skin. So that's kind of like you're roasted every holiday. So why would I? So when I see it on the timeline, some kind of comment, I literally tell myself, this is an act. This person wants my attention. They want an argument, and sometimes just for the sake of fun, there's like a little like exchange, and I kind of troll them back, and it's just like, all right, now I've had my fun, I'm done. But I refuse to take unreal people seriously. It's some rando who's not doxed, who like has some weird PFP with like 54 followers, and I see like their content is just a bunch of like retweets of trying to get whitelisted for some dumb shit. Like, I feel bad for them, so I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm the one that sucks. All right, we're gonna stick with that for today. If that's what gets you through the day,
Talk
bro.
your shit,
Great,
Daila.
fine.
Talk your shit.
I've learned that the hard way. When I got my first death threat, this person just kept tweeting at me, and he did the death threat live on Spaces. Shotgun remembers. Most of you might remember. And I legit only addressed him back in the DMs, just sort of basically saying, I'm not going to acknowledge you on the DL, so if you want to keep going, go for it. But like, this is as far as our interaction goes. And I did do a little bluff. I was like, I've called the cops already. They've already been aware and made of all this. So, if you want to go ahead and keep going with the cyber threats, go for it. But just know it's being recorded, whatever. And people are like, oh my God, you're so brave. I'm like, bro, all I literally did was bluff with a keyboard warrior and just had a good day. That's it. But that's ultimately the extent of what it takes is no interaction, because you engage them in any way, they've already won. and whatever the amount of followers they have or anything. And it could be hard not to for some people, which I totally get.
Hey,
But-
speaking of no interaction, let's see how Benny's doing down.
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, Benny, what's good?
I didn't know you got cyberbullied, bro. That sucks.
Dude, shit was actually wild, Benny. You know
That's
that
crazy.
You know where that guy? I don't fucking know. Not here anymore. That's the best part.
That is fucking insane. I came up for two reasons. I had the same question that Chris did for Delilah. How long does it take to get all that blue shit on? That is ridiculous. I feel like that's a whole day's work. And then I was gonna ask Shotgun how he was handling his new fame and if I could get some workout tips, my boy. Trying to get my booty looking like yours. Now, are you really 6'4"?
Nah, Chris was definitely boosting. I'm actually 6'2".
No.
Did I say
Yeah.
6'4"? Who said 6'4"?
Yeah.
That was Big Nil. Big Nil said he was 6'4".
Let me juice up homie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to build a tall tale. This legend will continue past the squatting rack. Let's go.
Yeah, nah, Shotgun's a fucking 6'4" booty warrior as far as I'm concerned.
A booty warrior. Can you put that in the bio? The 6'4" booty
that's
warrior.
a cool bio. Yeah, just 6'4" booty warrior.
That's open to
Sakai or
interpretation there.
whatever.
There's a lot of different ways you could take that. You know what I mean? But any way you take it, it's good. That's my opinion. So,
Guys, the
yeah, for
conversation
sure,
going,
man.
right?
No, Benny, you're a freaking legend. We appreciate you for stopping by here today, obviously. My man Shotgun will be making, honestly, all content surrounding it. He's leaning in so well. And on top of that, like, you know, we exchange in the background a lot. And, like, the DMs he's getting from, like, the homies who know how this game works is like, dude, like, hope you're not getting all like don't be salty, obviously. And Shotgun's like, bro, I'm good. And they're like, okay, good. Now fucking push on it. You know what I mean? The easiest way to win out
he got a fucking Pons quote retweet for God's sakes.
The
Even
easiest
Pons.
way to win out here, and when you're driving a car, right? Your car starts to skid. The easiest thing to do is to fuck up and steer the same way, right? You steer into that bitch, right? So what that means is that if something happens in the timeline, you have two choices, right? If you're getting trolled, if you're getting screwed with, you can either be super salty and let those people win, like Daila said, or you can react in a certain way where it's like, damn, like Shotgun doesn't care. You know what I mean? If I ever got trolled like that, I would just be like, dude, like, cool, more video content like it, more just lean into whatever it happens, and that's gonna be like a cool thing that Shotgun like can do here. And now, as you see, I mean, dude's the biggest following on stage at this point now because haters gonna hate and lovers gonna love, right? So it's all good stuff, but it's hilarious, dude.
I did want to say one thing
everyone
though,
got
like
it.
if you look at this guy Shotgun, he's a young guy, he's smart, he's in the right space. I'm not gonna glaze too much here, but just let me lay this out. He's got a young, beautiful woman that he's spending time with on beautiful beaches. Like my guy's he's got a good setup, right? And you want to fuck with that guy. Like, cool. Make fun of him, go after it. But man, I feel for Nick. Oh God, I feel for Nick. I'm like, I don't know, just tear into him about his looks, about this, about that, and like he's leaning into the whole rich Nick thing. But I'm like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, there's a human being who has to go to sleep. I fucking hope my guy just feels amazing and rich when he lays his head down on the pillow. But you know what he doesn't feel like? You know what he doesn't? He doesn't feel like a young, smart, fit, 6'2" dude in Brazil on the beaches with this beautiful girl. He don't feel like that. That's not how he feels.
Yeah, he
so,
feels like he
whatever.
chose rich.
Yeah, I guess so. So chew into Shotgun as much as you want. Call him Squatgun, whatever. He's gonna be fine.
Bro, and I'll just say before we pass to Warjo, because I see you guys end up. The funniest shit is that the people who roasted me the hardest, like in the quote tweets that got the most engagement, like the big accounts, they actually DM me saying like, "Yo, dude, like don't take this too hard. Like it's all love. Like if you need any help, blah blah blah. Like actually push it. Like lean into it." Like I actually sent Sansa like a bunch of screenshots of people like that went crazy on me on the timeline,
But
just reaching out behind the scenes and being like, "Yo, dude, it's
the
all
biggest
good." Like, I'm
the
like,
biggest
okay,
the
you know,
biggest
like,
the
whatever.
biggest insult was a quote retweet that says he looks like a Cardano holder, and I was like, wow, that is fucking ballsy. That might be the worst insult out of all of them. Just saying. But yeah, no, real quick, let's throw it over to Watch. He's been patient for a minute. Watch, what you got, my man?
Well, you kind of front ran my question with that terrible joke, but I actually wanted to know from Shotgun, what was the best roast that you actually got?
Dude, I'm actually gonna go over it right now. But are you saying the best, like the funniest in my opinion, or are you saying like the one that got the most engagement?
No, I don't care about engagement. I'm not an influencer. Just the funniest. Like, who did the best job? And what was the most trying to be hurtful one? Let's do those two.
Oh shit! Like one of the funniest ones was like a guy that commented as soon as I posted. Like that shit had like 1,000 views, and bro just dropped this comment, and I was like, bro, like that's hilarious. Like when he posted that comment, I was like, okay, there might be something in here. And then like 2 hours after I posted it, I think it had like 3,000 views, 4,000 views. With like, I was like, okay, you know, like I'll probably go to sleep. I'll wake up, and this shit will have like 10,000. You know, like a solid 2x. That shit when I woke up was like 100,000. I was like, okay, you know, like what the fuck? And it's funny because the more that it keeps going up, the faster it goes up. So like I woke up in the morning, I saw it at 100,000, and I went to the gym to actually work out. I was like, whatever, fuck it. When I came back from the workout session, that shit was at 300,000. So I was like, okay, you know, like we going for something bigger. And that's when it started like actually blowing up. But I'm trying to find the damn comment, but this guy like, bro, fuck, like whatever. We can just go to another hand as I find the comment, because I think I had like 500 comments on the post, and I'm struggling to find it right now. But I'll put it up above. The guy said some wild ass shit, dude.
Bro, I'm having so much trouble just going through so many comments and millions of views. I can't just pick one right off the top of my head. It's crazy. It's crazy. We love to see it. Famous influencer problems. I am actually really curious how this is gonna pan out, because Shotgun just got fucking bought at like 40K followers overnight, right? So like, what I'm kind of curious about is once he starts posting the, I hope he starts posting the incorrect video stuff today. I'm curious how much is gonna follow, because we always see that happen, right? One example, again, another example, Chillin' Bill
Found it. These motherfuckers, yeah, I'm pinning it up above right now. He said, never seen a straight man this close to getting his back blown out, then parenthesis, consensually.
Oh my god.
I've heard a lot of shit in my day. That is wild. That's the wildest comment I've ever seen on Twitter.com.
This app.
Yeah,
is,
Shotgun, can you show me how
almost
you
free.
arch your back like that? Because, you know, you seem like you got a talent for it. Like, do I, like, pop it all at the same time?
Oh, my God.
Like that? Like, what is
Actually,
it?
pinning a bunch of the best comments in case you guys want to go and check it. But it's just that Brazilian sauce, Josie. I don't think you can learn it. You either have that booty, that juice, or you don't.
It's wild.
What do you call that move? Is that the espresso pop? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I can. I think you sent me 60.
I literally just laughed so hard that I'm seeing stars. Like I'm having glowy pieces like floating in my eyes right now. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
I don't know why Wajda wants that video, but damn, I think you awoken something in that Godzilla.
I've seen the Wajda videos. I know why Wajda wants the
He got the
videos.
money for it, so I'm just saying.
Wait, where did Daila go? Why did she not in the spaces?
I don't know.
She
Where'd I
flirted,
go?
got
How
the
about while
fuck
she
out.
gets back on stage?
Where'd I
Let's
go?
go to Trav, and then we'll get Daila back.
Oh no.
Come back,
Right.
Daila. What's up, Trav?
First of all, I'm dying over here. You guys just know exactly how to speak to my temporal lobes in my brain and just make me a happy person here. So 2 things. One observation. I think we are on the precipice of a Shotgun OnlyFans. Can I say that on air? Is that okay to say? I'm not quite. I may have just completely.
I'm not getting paid enough.
Bullish.
I'm not getting paid enough.
Oh my god. Shotgun OnlyFans. I told you. People want the OnlyFans.
Yeah, they better pay up.
Bitch better have my money, he said. I think, dude, we already have one Espresso Shot OnlyFans account. We should probably just collab on it at this point, guys. I mean, like, LA trip, like, we'll just, like, pump out.
Wait.
Whoa, pause.
Wait.
A bunch of video all at once.
Wait.
And the pump out wording was what I was pausing. And we'll just figure it out. You know what I mean? So, Trav, we'll definitely make sure that you get your 3% commission. Not a big deal at all. You know, we'll be making so much money that, like, you know, we might even bump you up to 5% at some point. We'll
here's another banger. Lighten the weight, gather under a proper barbell, remove the tampon, and go deeper.
I mean, it just doesn't stop, man. Jesus. Nice.
Oh man, I'll add the sound effects. I got you covered. No worries.
Yeah, we need that. That's good stuff. No, but obviously, Shotgun's taking it like a champ. He'll keep reviewing them. He'll keep getting our live reactions as well. I truly am having so much fun today. And ladies and gentlemen, we have about 10 minutes left in our space here today. A clean hour. So I want to make sure everybody is resetting the room. Make sure you come have a conversation with us. Drop a comment. Make sure you're a part of what the cultural movement is for the Espresso Shot. We had a big space this morning as the catalyst as well. So really just bullish on everything and all the momentum that we are taking into this fantastic Web3 weekend. But you all play a massive role in this too. And we appreciate you all for putting your trust into what the Espresso Shot and the Greater Catalyst Collective is all about. But with that being said, we do have Wrecked Burgundy, one of our favorite individuals who jump up on space with us here today. Mr. Burgundy, hope you're doing well today, my brother.
Good evening. I'm Rex Burgundy. Never seen a straight man this close to getting his back blown out. A very bold assumption for JB to say straight man, I must say. And Daila is back. It's so nice to see Daila joining the roasters today. Speaking of roasting, as Shotgun is getting his ass just lit on fire. Shotgun, my friend, on behalf of all beans holders, thank you. Thank you for changing your PFP a while back to protect the good reputation of the entire Legumes family before you posted that video. Yeah, a question for you, my friend. Actually, maybe two questions. One of the posts that got a lot of views that I saw said you were preparing for LGBTQ month. And so if you had to choose one of those letters for the month, which letter would you say you most fit into?
Fuck, man.
Follow-up question for the plus. Let's assume, and this is another bold assumption, but let's assume at some point in your life you recover from this video and you convince a lovely lady to procreate with you. 15 years from now, your young son comes across this internet video and sees you with your booty out, back blown out. How do you explain this to your son in his most feeble of teenage hours?
I mean, if he's able to find out, that means I was successful and carrying on. That means that we probably gonna have to be worrying about it in the mansion somewhere else. So it's gonna be easy.
No further questions.
Ooh, dude, Wrecked, we got to get you on. I'm going to do a live stream. Somebody's sending me a bottle of whiskey so that I could drink whiskey on a light, like do this, right? Like imagine we're doing this, but we're all just drinking whiskey. That sounds fucking cool. Unless you're Bozo, blow your back out, boy, Squatgun. But everybody else.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah, you know.
I'm in for the scotch part, not the face down, ass up. I want to be clear about that. I'm in 100%.
All right. Good.
I just want to say that Espresso Shot does support yoga positions that may involve that wording though. So make sure that you're working on your scorpion position, your downward dog, your child's pose. Those are very important to make sure that while you're in your chair all day and you're trading your shit coins, that you are staying limber as well for when those things have an actual application. Okay, so everyone very bullish on that side. Make sure you take care of your back. Backs don't get better, ladies and gentlemen. They just decrepit. As somebody who knows that from college athletics. So with that being said, I got about 6 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, really excited to have this conversation here today. It's been a lot of fun, I will say. Any single time that I get to connect with people like this, really just chop it up and make sure we have a great discussion. It's a great enjoyment on my side, and I know the entire team is having fun on our side too. But we have one more hand up. I saw Sansa look like on the stream like he wanted to say something. He was doing his thing where he does this really quick. So I'm gonna go over to Sansa and then we'll get over to the engineer next.
Yeah.
The engineer,
shut the fuck up. Just because you're a 50K follower fake ass account. No, look. He went below 60K, so that's why I'm rounding down now all the way. I'm hoping maybe he can find some footing above 50K. Because we need a big account. We need a big account. No, I'm just kidding. All this to say, I hate how much fun we're having because it makes me want to just go on forever for the fucking whole day. But we all have responsibilities and families and lives to get to. So we unfortunately cannot do that. But I think it's safe to say this is maybe our new format for every single Friday. We just shoot the shit.
Bold of you to assume I have a life.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, Sansa, she's in her bathroom painting herself blue. Okay, let's realize what Daila's priorities are.
You got a point there. I'm gonna paint myself blue. I started with the blue T-shirt, so I'm gonna start painting myself blue slowly over the week, so that I can do it slowly. My daughter might be wondering why her father's transforming into the Blue Man group, but it's all good. What I will say is this: if you guys enjoyed today's spaces, or if you have any questions about how we're doing this or what we're doing, feel free to leave in the comments. We'll answer them eventually, whether it's over the course of the week or we'll bring it into next week's topic of discussion for the Power Hour. And I just want to say, Travel Swap, if you're looking to sponsor a content house trip to LA, hit us up, fam. Hit us up. I'll do 2 trips. I don't give a fuck. Because shots
Just fire OG.
Forever.
That's all they have to do. Just can OG's child ass. Send out real. I actually invited OG here too, but still fire him. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
I'm gonna lose some weight, so I actually look good enough to make a deal with, as opposed to just feeling bad for this little pudgy man that you're just like, sure, let me throw some cash your way.
Now we gotta do workout content, dude. I feel like
I'm gonna be like, so what you gotta do is to do a deadlift give up. You gotta hinge over. And then just Oh, no,
I love that you're trying to do it, but your camera's like, no, I'm gonna stay focused on your face this whole entire time.
The camera was like, no, we can't give you. Oh wait, I stopped it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hinge over, and then we're gonna just do the hunch up.
That's so perfect. Yes,
everyone can really
That's
learn
the
how to
moneymaker right
do
there.
the good morning deadlift, sumo deadlift exercise that is totally a real one and not made up like every other trainer in the fitness industry.
Bro, that's the thing. If you do literally what you did right now, but instead in the gym and like acting like you're serious, like saying nothing and just post it raw, like there's a good chance there's gonna be like at least a bunch of comments like, what the fuck, like, bro, this is not the proper form, like all that other shit. Because like people don't know, but like I've been posting workout videos on a daily basis, doing the proper form for a long ass time. And I always see like gym bros saying shit, like even when I'm doing proper form. So like when I saw that one and I saw that first comment of like the consensually type shit, and I'll even say right now, like he sent that comment like 30 minutes after I posted. I was like, nah, that's it. Like we're sticking to this shit no matter what. So I don't know, dude. These people just they're just too passionate. Like gym bros are too passionate. Like you do anything that's not like exactly as they preach, it's so over, bro. What the fuck? How?
Is he onto something, Daila? I know you came off mute a minute ago. I wanted to throw you up.
I love that Squatgun's biggest takeaway here is to espresso pop it raw. That is basically the biggest takeaway from today's live. I'm going to commit that to heart and meditate on that later. And I really appreciate that. It really spoke
That's
to me.
great stuff, man. So okay, we got to get to the engineer's hand. I said we weren't going to fade him, and then Sansa, and then we all started steamrolling because that's what we do. Okay, that's what we do up here. So we have fun time, but we'll get over to Mr. D Engineer. He's going to provide us with some great value, or just roast shotgun. Either way, we take it. We need to make sure that that's the priority here, and then we'll be wrapping things up for the days, ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate you all. Go ahead, Mr. D.
I'm not going to roast my boy, except don't use the spit machine, bro. Get away from that damn thing and get to a squat rack.
Yeah, what I'm listening is keep using the Smith machine because that's what people hate. Bad.
For the content, do it for the content. Here's another idea for the content. Read out some of those comments that were dropped on you with some video feed, and you can probably farm the hell out of that engagement as well.
Just do a voiceover. Show the video, but read them while you're showing the video. I think that would hit.
That would be hilarious. D, fantastic content. You've been doing some video on your side as well, brother. Want to encourage you to keep diving into it. And obviously, we got a bunch of legends you can take. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about literally anybody else on this stage. You can take example from and make sure you learn and keep growing, man. Because I love seeing your face. I love seeing the walk. The mic sound was hilarious. So keep it up, brother. But we had No Future toss his hand up, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Go ahead, No Future.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, be careful taking advice from D because he works out with kettlebells, and that's not the way. That's not the method.
This guy runs to and from work with a 40-pound backpack on. That is what D-Engineer is doing as a workout. It's like miles training, and I'm like, bro, you're actually built different. I'm over here like, yeah, I got my 1.75 in today. Woohoo, I did it, guys. And then D-Engineer is just literally like training to be like in a soldier in a foreign country. So he's working out differently. But yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. As I mentioned, we're gonna kick it around to our guests and our speakers who came up on stage, obviously on the video. Again, we're trying to make this this Friday aspect a little more interactive, cut up some content, put it in that podcasting format. And I just want to thank you all for coming around with this journey. Again, that is what content creation for us is all about. It's about trying new stuff. It's about enjoying yourself while you try this. Like, do you all see how we have been, the energy has been on this space so far? Like, it's because we are enjoying ourselves that much more, because we are just having a conversation amongst friends, right? That's what it comes down to. And if that's the way that we focus on our content creation Web3, I promise you it's going to extend our longevity, inspire us to make more stuff, and continue on this path that we've been on, because we've all had a lot of growth over this last year. And I can't imagine where we're going to be in the next year after we continue to see this bull cycle return. But with that being said, I'm going to kick it over to Daila for any kind of closing thoughts. We just appreciate you a ton for coming out, giving some insights just on everything you've been doing. You've been killing it across the board, so I want to show mad love. But any other closing thoughts on your content creation journey as we wrap up the space here today?
No, honestly, guys, I really appreciate the invitation. This is a great format. I love it. I love the turn towards more live content. I know it's intimidating to do. Doing it myself, I know like how much anxiety it is getting on the stage beforehand. So to be able to organize a group and, you know, get a space interactive, I really feel like this is the best way to really bring back that that personal connection to Web3 that I feel like we've been missing for a while. I think the meme coin market kind of took us away from that real humanity of the space. So this is the best way to build. I love you all. You're amazing content creators. Shotgun, I look forward to seeing more of your gym content. This is my new favorite content on X. I need it only just to see people rage in the comments. Just the pure like unadulterated rage over some randomness. It just does it for me. But guys, this has been awesome. Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it. It's this was an awesome space, and I mean, Daila, you're always welcome back anytime. I think this is something that is here to stay because it's more for the sake of discussion, like in quality of discussion, and then on top of that, just being able to teach a lesson from anyone that might take from anything we want to talk about. But also, it's not so rigid to the point where we have to be like, guys, we have to have these numbers. We have to have, you know, this, and that, even though we got body because Shotgun's here. But it's all good. It's all good. Hopefully that person.
Bro, why am I always blamed like
you get 40K fucking body followers. Who else is there? Espresso Shot got fucking body another 30K. This person, it skipped over me completely. Like, what the fuck, bro? I quote reposted you. But
is this because of Fantasy Top? Is that what happened? Did he put out a video and he's got a Fantasy Top thing and then somebody just botted? Is that what happened?
No, I'm not a Fantasy Top. That one thing that I posted was the edit that Photoshop did.
Yeah.
I just posted like memeing shit.
More of a fantasy bottom.
But yeah,
Dude, this
yeah,
was
got it.
Yeah, I was about to say with that squat, you can't be a fantasy top.
This was a concerted effort because literally Sansa got jumped over and they even botted my ass for a K. You know what I mean? So it was literally a targeted attack on the Espresso Shot. So anybody else that wants to, just make sure you keep on the theme of passing over Sansa. We'll keep We'll keep trolling him in this way. Make sure you give some over to to Benny and a few to Josie. That'd be nice. Skip over Christy as well too, but that's regardless. But so we're gonna have a good time. I want to offer the opportunity for Sansa to wrap us up here today. Obviously, setting everything up, keeping the momentum rolling. Our fearless leader out here on the Espresso Shot, man. I feel these last few weeks been really hitting our stride, brother. So I appreciate you a ton. What else we got today, Sansa? Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, I got nothing, guys. You guys could have gone to any spaces or podcast today, and you chose to come to this one. We appreciate every single one of you for it. Again, we hope you liked it. A little bit shorter, a little bit quicker, a lot more packed, but that's kind of the way that we want to do it. So make sure you follow the house account. Yeah. Make sure you follow the house account. Make sure you follow everyone that's up here. We're going to do this again next Friday. We'll see you guys back here soon. I'm going to play this out.
Yeah, that's it. Boom, walking like Jackson. on top like a fraction. You hear a nip and I feel different. I'm big dog like a mastiff. Every line is a caption. Make it hit up for ad-lib. Said it all would happen and it happened. Look. If I was a fish, then I would probably be a swordfish. I just keep on winning while I'm swimming with endorphins. I don't need a door, knock that thing right off the door hinge. Property so big, the Uber driver need coordinates. Series of events that led to this was not 5'7", but my money's not proportionate. Y'all ain't stopping my plans, got too much in my hands. Calluses, spices all in my jam, never dropping it bland. Balance this, cheers into my cup filled to the brim.
Y'all, have a great day. Go take a shower. Go touch some grass. Literally just go do anything without staring at a screen. I love you. We'll see you back here Monday, 11:30 a.m. EST.